Hi guys, Paul Furlong, lots of Finn's Aquarium here again with some good handy tips for you in successful fish keeping. Now I want to talk today about algae problems in the aquarium. This is increasingly becoming more and more of an issue. In fact, I notice it's become things like blackbeard in a freshwater aquarium has become an issue really only since we've got rid of T5 and T8 lights and we've introduced LED. Probably a number of reasons, obviously the spectrum, but they're also brighter. But interesting enough, 20, 30 years ago when I was in the trade, never saw blackbeard algae. Coming back after being out for a little while, it's a new algae that's appeared since the introduction of LED lighting and so forth. Just an interesting comment there. But okay, so you've got algae in an aquarium. Now, I want to speak freshwater and saltwater aquariums. Now, there's quite a few ways that you need to get rid of algae in your aquarium. Number one, most people aren't doing enough water changes. Now, if you're not doing water changes and you don't have good filter media other than biological media in your filter, which is the case in sumps with many saltwater aquariums, then your organic load is going to build up. Now, yes, you have protein skimmers, so that should be pulling out the protein, which is very much of an organic load. But organic load in fresh and salt water feeds algae. So you want to remove the organic load. In salt water, protein skimmer will help do that a lot. But what most people miss out on and have really forgotten about is very good activated, good quality carbon in a filter. Now you can run that through canister filters or media reactors in salt waters. Interesting, a media reactor is just a canister filter, but we won't go there. But in freshwater aquariums, a good canister filter. Now also comes back to just good water quality. So you need, again, look at your whole filtration. Make sure you've got good filtration. Now, another thing to do is to look at very good maintenance. You must be doing water changes. Nothing beats a good water change in fresh or in salt water. A quarter a week, a third a week is even better. And that will remove a lot of organics and problem-causing pollutants in the aquarium. Now, going back to carbon, running carbon, get good quality. Don't buy cheap carbon. Cheap carbon can release phosphates into the water, which actually can cause algae. So good quality carbon will actually pull a lot of organics out and keep your water crystal clear. It'll polish and purify your water nicely. So another thing to look at is increasing your aeration. So violently get a wave maker or a power head or an internal power filter to stir the top of the water and violently move the top of the water will also increase aeration through the whole aquarium. In a freshwater aquarium, you can do wave makers also, but a nice bar of bubbles, so an air stone. Looks fantastic, by the way, under a shipwreck or through some driftwood or through rocks or any ornaments through the tank. Looks fantastic and will help as well. Now, the other area to look at is increasing your catfish in saltwater aquariums. Increase your sand sifting starfish and your crabs and your different snails and zombie whelks and all different little hermit crabs, and there's lots of many things you can get to increase to eat your algae, blennies and so forth, lawnmower blennies and so forth. Tangs will eat algae very, very well. Foxface will eat algae very well, and a number of other fish. In freshwater, a good variety of catfish, actually, I recommend, because different catfish eat different algae. Siamese algae eaters, Siamese flying fox, Otocinclus, bristlenose, Plecostomus, a number of Borneo suckers, things like that. So increase that as well. So we've got good filtration, we've got water changes and maintenance, we've got increasing your aeration, and we've got also increasing your algae eaters. The next thing, of course, is an algae treatment. And we have API do a good algae treatment that can be used in fresh and salt water and works very well. You can dose that every 3 days until the algae is gone, and then do a maintenance weekly dose. It's harmless to inverts and corals and things like that, and freshwater is also good. Now, Blackbeard is a good product that we stock also under our own brand, No More Blackbeard, and that can be dosed also daily, and the bottle says 1 to 2 weeks, but I say more like 2 to 4 weeks, including all the above that I've just mentioned to you. And within 3 to 6 weeks. Doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen. Sorry about that pun. But in 3 to 6 weeks, you should get rid of blackbeard algae and most other algae. Now, there's also another form of algae in freshwater and saltwater. In freshwater, it's more of a blue-green slime, and in saltwater, it's really a red slime. It's actually a bacteria, not an algae. It's called cyanobacteria, cyanoalgae, and it won't be. You cannot get rid of it. I don't really know anything that eats it, and an algae treatment won't treat it. So you actually need cyano treatment, and we have that both for saltwater and a different one for freshwater. Okay, I hope that's helpful to you. Come and see us. We're here to help you at Lots of Fins Aquarium. We are open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., yes, including Saturday and Sunday, and now 9 p.m. on Thursday and Friday. Now, if you haven't visited our Driftwood Cafe, you are missing out on some amazing food and incredible drinks. I'll let you in for a little secret. We have just introduced Turkish Delight thick shakes and Irish cream thick shakes. That's amongst many others that we have as well. Blue Haven's coming again too. Okay, have a great evening. Happy fish keeping. Come and visit us soon.